All right, this is the Budget King, thebudgetking.com. If you'd like to support my page, there's ways to do that by going to thebudgetking.com. And I know you just listened to an advertisement, but if you want extra support, like I said, you go to thebudgetking.com and there's a Patreon. You go down and there's a trucking course you can take, which I get a kickback for that, and then there's, of course, a Patreon thing. I do make these podcasts on the way to work, so I do have a real job, but I try to throw little tidbits of savings out there for people. But I'm going to do a real quick, super quick podcast. I just did a real quick podcast on the Marathon Make It Count reward card, but my next one I'm going to do is when you're buying flooring or just about anything, you really got to watch out because there's still some stores that sell stuff by the square yard, okay? And then other stores will sell the same thing by the square foot. Like, you'll see this in carpeting. Some of the box stores, a lot of times they'll sell it by the square foot, and then the old school flooring companies might sell it by the square yard. Say you got a very similar brand and piece of carpet, same color, whatever. You can take the exact same carpet, okay? Now, if I'm just going to use Menards, okay? Nothing against Menards, okay? But say they're selling something for, and I'm going to use some real low prices too, because I'm going to try to make this as simple as possible. They're a store, a lot of times they'll sell stuff by the square foot, okay? I'm talking about vinyl, carpet, any of them, that type of material. Okay, so if they're selling a piece of flooring for $2 a square foot, okay, and you got Johnny's Flooring that isn't trying to be in competition with him, he's got his prices marked real low. Well, he might be selling the same piece of flooring for $9 a square yard. So if you went to shop at the one place and you're like, oh, I see that sign there, it's $2. Well, they beat Johnny's easily, But you got to look at the small print. You got to look at, it says square foot. And Johnny's Flooring, he's selling it for $9 a square yard. Well, if you did the math, okay, there's 9 square feet in 1 square yard. So you take 2, that square foot, the price 2, and you times it by 9, all right, and you'd end up with $18. So really, Menards, like I said, use that for example, Menards would be twice the price of Johnny's $9 a square yard. So you've got to watch the fine print sometimes when you're dealing with flooring and all that. But it was some big box stores that sort of, as they grew, they came up with techniques to kind of trip up the consumer by throwing things, because at one point the industry was selling carpet and flooring by the square yard, but it got expensive, so they started selling, oh, look, $4, $3.99. And you're like, oh, that's pretty cheap. But then once you times, 4 times 9, that's 36. Now you're looking at $36 a square yard, and you might see the same carpet somewhere else, and they're like, dang, they got that for $24. Well, they're selling by the square yard. So they're still beating the big box stores. Now, there's going to be times when, you can go to a Menards and you'll get the better price. But you really got to watch, especially like with padding and flooring and all that stuff. Remember, my first jobs I was in the flooring industry. So I always had to explain, because we were selling stuff by the square yard. We were the Johnny carpet store, basically. All right? And I'd have people tell me how bad Menards smokes it, and sometimes I'd have their little ad with them. And it was like the same type of carpet. And I'm like, oh, but look, I said, that's square foot. I'm like, multiply that. You got to multiply whatever that square foot is by 9. So if they're showing me something that's $3, I said, well, we're selling it for, or that would be $12 a square yard compared to our like $9. And they'd be like, well, how do you guys beat them? I said, well, look, because the guy I work for, he had purchased this huge warehouse because they were building new warehouses for this major carpet company, and he had bought out literally all their bunch of remnants, a bunch of stock rolls, and I mean, it was a pretty big time thing, huge place. But they would expect it, because you look at Menards, Home Depot, it's almost like the Walmart of these things, and they would get these great prices. But a lot of these carpet mills are down in Georgia. I mean, it's not that hard to get a truck down there to get carpet and bring it back up here. And it's the other good thing you'll have about a real regular carpet store is that some of these old carpet stores with some of these old timers, I mean, they could sit there and tell you about jute back flooring and all these old floorings, because they'll go into these houses. Like one time we went in and we pulled up this carpet. This stuff was like brand new. And we asked them, well, this is great. Well, they never had pets. There's some supposed pet carpets and this and that, but they had no pets, and they didn't believe in shampooing their carpet. Now, steaming it and shampooing it, it may look good on the surface, but they do have a powder clean. You could throw like a powder cleaner stuff on your carpet, and it's not as hard. But what happens is when you get your carpet shampooed, the old days it was like this is a fiber backing, which a lot of them are now too, but they have more of a coating on it. But so you'll get a lot of these old carpets, you go to pull it up and the stuff's like broke down, especially this rubber padding, not the recycled stuff now. That recycled stuff, it's there to stay. I mean, that stuff's, I mean, it'll break down too if it's the real cheap kind. But shampooing carpets is not that good on them, especially wet, because you'll get some of the moisture you just can't get out, and you'll end up rotting your flooring out. Not your flooring, but your carpet. It'll break it down. Will it look better? Probably. I mean, this carpet is basically synthetic plastic. So, and every time you shampoo it, they'll throw a little Scotch Guard on it or whatever. I mean, initially, it's really plastic. So, but what I want to get you at is just look at, consider shopping at like the old style carpet store. A lot of them have had to start selling everything by the foot too. But remnants are great, but if anything happens, chances are you're not going to be able to get a replacement. And something else is sometimes you'll see these huge stock rolls. Ask them if it's discontinued. Now, if it's discontinued, they're going to have a good markdown on that, and you should be able to negotiate, especially if you want to do a whole house. And if you do decide to get a whole house, make sure you do get to save some of the leftover pieces in case you got to do a little small repair. And if you ever wonder why sometimes they give you so much, it's because carpet has to lay one direction. There's usually arrows on the back because they'll actually, if you try to do a seam, you'll see a shade difference. It'll actually literally look darker or lighter depending on which way you're looking at it. But, all right, I'll go back to my repetitive state here. Look at whether the place is selling it by the foot or by the square yard. And remember, if it's $2 a square yard, okay, you take that $2, you times it by 9, because picture a square yard. Okay, you got, picture 3 1-foot boxes one way, 3-foot boxes going down, and then, that 3 times 3 is 9. So you'd have 9 square boxes to make one giant square. That's 1 square yard, or Yeah, that's 1 square yard. So some people have a problem realizing that, but there is 9 square feet in 1 square yard. Some people want to think there's 3, but that's not a square. Okay, that's just kind of one part of the square. So that's 1/3 of the square if you want to think about it. All right, hopefully that tidbit helps. And now that goes in with fabrics and all kinds of stuff too. So buying by the square yard versus buying by the square foot. Maybe that's what I'll call this podcast. All right, have a wonderful day. If I could shut this thing off.